Today's episode of Pautzke Outdoors comes to you from the great state of Utah, where this is the first time we've ever filmed Pautzke Outdoors here. And a lot of you guys are going to say, this is the first time you've ever filmed in Utah and you chose to come to Moose Pond? With a big question mark. Well, we didn't really choose to come here, to be honest. We filmed 3 days at Flaming Gorge Reservoir catching world-class kokanee. And on our way back to the next destination, we saw a bear on the side of the road. So we stopped, looked over, went to take a picture, and he was gone. And we went another maybe half mile, and Moose Pond was right there. So we pulled into the parking lot, and we saw, I don't know, 24 people fishing. And we said, you know what? We might as well start fishing here as well. Unfortunately, John didn't have a fishing license from Utah, so we drove about a mile down the road. We came to a spot where AT&T finally gave us a couple signals. We pulled over, and we bought a 3-day fishing license here for a non-resident, and we went back there and we started fishing.
That's not a bad one. There we go. It's weird, I kind of felt slack there for a second. These small ones stay out of it. Another rainbow. Alright, so today I used 2 rigs. One was the, notorious float rig. I got my float right here with a split shot right below it so the bobber stands up. 4-pound test monofilament nut line. You don't need anything heavier. It is completely unnecessary. Even though that the water is a little bit darker here, you may be able to get away with it, but I would not recommend anything over 6 pounds because these fish, they're not the biggest fish out there. They do fight hard, but you just got to match the size of your line to the fish that you're catching. Then all the way to size 12 salmon egg hook. Now this is a Gamakatsu hook, and I'm using gold label salmon eggs under my float. All I am doing is just taking 1 gold label. There's a reason why there's not many left. A lot of fish hitting today. And then just feed it right through and just hide your hook as much as you possibly can in that egg, because this is a heavily fished pond here. Every time I look away, ain't a monster. But it's got some decent color. Another rainbow.
Firebait got whacked.
Peach garlic.
You just switched to that color too.
Yep.
Peach garlic firebait.
All right, caught this nice rainbow on peach garlic firebait. Sitting it right on the bottom. He came around, picked it up, hammered it.
He didn't even let that peach garlic get to the bottom.
Nope. Wasn't out there very
yeah.
long. Decent fish. Oh, no. There he is. All right, got another nice rainbow on peach garlic firebait. This one actually didn't even let the bait get to the bottom. And I've noticed a kind of a pattern today. I've noticed that the smaller trout come off the float in the salmon eggs, but the bigger sized trout there in this pond come off the firebait. So I'm almost wondering it might be a scent game today. Water's dirty, but hey, I'm not gonna argue. I have both baits out there catching fish, having fun. All right, so I'm gonna break down my firebait rig today. First, 4-pound test monofilament line and 1 sinker. I want that sinker at the bottom so my long enough leader can float that firebait above any vegetation that may be at the bottom. I have a size 12 salmon egg hook, and peach garlic firebait has been the hot bite today. So I just want to take out just a little bit. You don't need a whole lot. You don't need half the can sitting out there, and just enough to cover the hook. And you will have a great floating firebait presentation.
Ooh, got him.
Yep.
Oh, and the eagle's going down. Oh, do you see the eagle on the backside? Eagle just got a fish while you're reeling yours in. Sorry, that's an osprey. you can see the fish, and then there's John with his fish. What a cool experience here. Beautiful colors. This is the nicest one we've seen so far.
Yeah, real good color.
Not a monster, but got better color. Pretty awesome experience we just had right there. John literally saw his bobber get catapulted by a trout, and as soon as that happened, in the back of the lake, we saw a osprey all the way over there actually dive down and grab a trout, or we heard it, and then we saw him swim away. So we're not the only ones fishing here today. You got a lot of families out here. You got a lot of grandparents out here on the shorelines. John's down with a bobber. Ooh, he johned him. But a lot of action going on here in the beautiful Utah mountains. And what's incredible is it's in the middle of the day. They shouldn't be biting at all right now. We're looking at 3 o'clock. The sun is about as high as it gets up there. And they always tell you, fish early or late for trout. But you know what? This lake right alongside the highway, keep in mind, the highway's right there. This goes to Flaming Gorge Reservoir that way, okay? It also goes to Flaming Gorge Reservoir that way, real close to Flaming Gorge, with a beautiful high mountain lake to take your kids here trout fishing in the beautiful Utah mountains. This is one super small pond that is ever so popular with anglers in the state of Utah. All these fish are put and take. The state of Utah does a great job stocking roughly 2,200 trout a year here. And most of those fish are put in between May and late July. We ran into a lot of locals that say fishing is pretty good all summer. And we found fishing to be excellent when using two baits. We used those famous Pautzke gold label salmon eggs. Those were fished under a bobber. And then John used our favorite peach garlic firebait and floated that off the bottom. Both of those produced excellent catch rates. Now, all the fish we caught were rainbows. Ironically, the first person we asked in the parking lot was a fly fisherman who told us there were nothing but browns in there. Sure enough, nothing but rainbows. These are rainbows 100%. And we weren't the only ones fishing today. Not just us, dozens of kids, dozens of adults, fly fishermen, guys throwing lures, and of course, us living the bait life, tossing bait. We also saw ospreys fishing right alongside us, and they were catching as many trout as the people on the lake. Now, this place, it's about 3 hours and 15 minutes from Salt Lake City in the Ashley National Forest. It's super small. It's on the edge of the Flaming Gorge recreation area, and a great place for you or your kids to come catch trout. Pautzke products are available at sporting goods stores near you. If you can't find the specific color, size that you want, make sure to go to Pautzke.com. And as a thank you for watching Pautzke Outdoors, we're going to show you a coupon code to be used for 10% off your next order.
Alright, I'm going to break down my firebait rig today. I have 4-pound test monofilament line, 1 split shot, so the bobber, I can't do this when I'm hungry. I can't. We got it.